Yo, I'm Rule, aka Mega Blitz. In today's video, we're looking at Gholdengo EX. With the Surging Spark set being out for quite some time now, we've really gotten a chance to make deck lists out of the new cards out of Surging Sparks and figure out what cards out of Surging Sparks can go into some of these older archetypes. And today, we're going to be looking at Gholdengo EX with the help of one card out of that Surging Spark set, really being able to push Gholdengo to some crazy high numbers. And I really am excited to go over this deck list and show off some gameplay. So let's get right in to that deck list. Already here at that deck list with Gholdengo EX being the star of the show. Gholdengo EX, a stage 1 260 HP Pokemon, evolves from Gimmighoul, ability coin bonus. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. If the Pokemon is in the active spot, you get to draw an additional card. Has an attack, make it rain for 50 times for 1 metal energy. Discard any number of basic energy cards from your hand. This attack does 50 damage for each card you discard in this way. I have made a video recently with Ceruledge EX, where Ceruledge EX does damage based off of energies in your discard pile, and it's any energy. Gholdengo EX has to be basic energies, and they have to be discarded from your hand. Very similar to a deck also like Chien-Pao, but Chien-Pao discards them from your Pokemon. So all three of these decks work very similarly, but Gholdengo EX discarding it from the hand and allowing you to draw some cards. I want to touch base on a couple other things. We do play 1/1 Palkia V and VSTAR for that Star Portal ability. During a turn, you may attach up to 3 water energies from your discard pile to your water type Pokemon any way you like. So this plays well as a decent attack when you need it in a pinch. Double water energy, 60 plus. This attack does 20 damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. But you can use that Star Portal not only to put energy on your Radiant Greninja, so you can Moonlight Shuriken, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Pairing that with a couple other things like Canceling Cologne, being able to shut off our opponent's Manaphy, and things like that. But some of the other cards I really want to focus on too, we are playing 4 copies of that Irida, be able to find ourselves a water type Pokemon and an item. 2 Ciphermaniacs, Codebreaking, look at search your deck for 2 cards, put them on top of your deck, or you shuffle your deck, then you put those cards on top of your deck. 2 Boss, 1 Turo, 1 Roxanne, and then for the items here, we got 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 4 Spirit Energy Retrieval, 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Nest Ball, 2 Night Stretcher, 1 Cologne, 1 Earthen Vessel, 1 Palpad, 1 Switch, 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Energy Retrieval, and then 2 Pokestop for our stadiums as well. But you might be looking at the energies here with 3 Water, 3 Metal, 1 Psychic, 1 Grass, 1 Fighting, 1 Fire, 1 Dark, and 1 Electric. And it's all thanks to the new card out of Surging Sparks, the Energy Search Pro. Search your deck for any number of basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, and put them into your hand. So we're able to literally grab one of each of these energies. So being able to grab literally 8 energies out of our deck is kind of insane, because we can grab one of each respectively, assuming none are prized. So we can go attach metal for turn, discard 7 energies from our hand, being able to hit some crazy high numbers, being able to deal with things like Charizard EX and Dragapult a little more effectively, which has been pretty helpful. So now let's jump right in to that gameplay. Already here at that gameplay, at our Gholdengo EX gameplay here, we really do want to go first because we want to evolve our Gimmighouls into Gholdengos, our Palkia V into Palkia V-Star, and things like that. Now, a lot of Gholdengo lists have been playing the Togekiss that lets you flip a coin and take some extra prize cards. I really wanted to go for more consistency. I think the Togekiss is really nice, being able to add the rare candy and stuff in there, but I think most lists are fine for what you're trying to do, but I really wanted to focus on consistency and being able to hit the numbers quickly with this Gholdengo list. So we're going to start with Fezandipiti in the active spot here. Buddy-Buddy Poffin getting 2 Gimmighoul, attach 1 to the Gimmighoul for that metal energy, and then pass. Our opponent going to play Call Bell, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. Going to be able to find themselves an Arven here. Arven going to be able to find themselves an item in a tool card, probably eyeing down maybe Buddy-Buddy Poffin, but we're going to see that Precious Trolley coming down here, plus the Tingle Machine evolution as well. So Precious Trolley going to be able to search out a bunch of basics. We're going to get Fluttermane, 3 Ralts with Teleportation Burst, and then Radiant Greninja as well. Earthen Vessel coming down, discarding that Psychic energy to get 2 Psychic, concealed cards for 1 of them to draw 2 cards, Technical Machine Evolution plus Attach for turn. Gonna be able to use that evolution here. Gonna be able to evolve 2 of their Raltses into Kirlia. Is gonna get that refinement package just up and ready to go here. Pass back to us. Unfortunately, we don't have a great hand here, so we're just going to have to see what we can cook up. We're going to attach the Fire Energy to the Fezandipiti, retreat out of the Fezandipiti into the Gholdengo here. We're going to go for that coin bonus, draw 2, going to get the Irida and the Roxanne here. So Irida going to be able to come down, eyeing up a Water-type Pokemon, and our item here. We're going to get that Palkia V and that Energy Search Pro here. We're going to search out one of every energy that we can. Going to be able to grab a good fistful of those energies here. And then we're going to discard 2 to that Make It Rain to take a KO on that Ralts here. Really wanted to be able to take a KO on something like Fluttermane or maybe a Kirlia would have been a little bit better. But nonetheless, taking some prizes is good. They're going to be able to evolve their Ralts into Kirlia. They're going to have all 3 of their Refinement Kirlias up and ready to go. Concealed cards, discard the energy, draw 2. Gonna be able to also have 3 refinements here, so gonna be able to draw a good chunk of cards. Gonna discard that Bell here, get 2 more into the hand. They're looking to eye up potentially KOing maybe the Gimmighoul, maybe the Fezandipiti potentially, or maybe just causing some disruption here. They're gonna bench their own Fezandipiti EX, counter catcher, pull up my Palkia, rip the Iono, unfortunately, for us here. We're going to get ourselves into a pretty okay hand, though. 2 Gimmighoul, Palkia, VSTAR, Irida, and Energy Retrieval. So not too bad by any means. Going to be able to conceal card, or sorry, refinement for them, getting rid of another Bell. Draw 2, Earthen Vessel coming down, discarding that Manaphy, and that's going to be pretty important because we are potentially going to be able to pull off some Radiant Greninja plays this game. Just gonna have to see kind of how the game develops and going from there. It's really helpful if you can pull off that Moonlight Shuriken, take a couple prize cards, cause some disruption and things like that, but not always in the cards if it were to be able to do something like that. So got all 3 refinements going down. Ultra Ball gonna come down here. Gonna find myself that Gardevoir EX. Gonna be able to use that Psychic Embrace now. Gonna be able to put some energies to their Pokemon. Only Psychic Pokemon though, so we're going to be putting, it looks like 3 to the active Fluttermane. Going to be able to punch for 90 damage potentially here, and then spreading 2 damage counters onto some of our bench Pokemon here. So 10 to the Fezandipiti, another 10 to the Fezandipiti. So we got 20 on that Fezandipiti EX here. Going to put it at 190, which is pretty important number as well, because Gardevoir EX's Miracle Force hits for 190. But we're going to be able to evolve our Gimmighoul into Gholdengo, our Palkia V into Palkia V-Star here. We're looking to grab Radiant Greninja in an Earthen Vessel potentially. Maybe looking to actually grab that switch because we can take a knockout here with our Gholdengo because we do have the Energy Retrieval. So we're going to be able to Energy Retrieval here, grab 2 energies, and we only need 1 to take a knockout, which is kind of crazy with our Gholdengo here. So concealed cards coming down to draw 2. We're going to be able to get a Night Stretcher. We can coin bonus on the benched Gholdengo, however, because the Fluttermane only shuts off the active Gholdengo. So Gholdengo coming down here, we're going to discard just 1 energy to be able to hit that Fluttermane, not only for weakness, but for knockout as well. We're going to get our own Manaphy off the prize cards, putting us in a 4-6 split here. Looking pretty okay for us. They don't have a Manaphy. We have our Greninja down. We have Switch. We are burned through our Switch, unfortunately, so we're going to have to kind of retreat out of a Gholdengo, which can prove to be a little difficult to do at times, but our opponent going to have that Fezandipiti, flip the script, Turo, pick it up, put a Drifloon into play, get the Manaphy down as well, and the Bravery Charm on the Drifloon. Our opponent is cooking here, unfortunately for us, but our opponent going to also Psychic Embrace, put some energies to that Drifloon, racking up those damage counters, looking to take a huge knockout on our Gholdengo EX to even up that prize trade. So 300 damage coming down to our Gholdengo EX, putting us to a 4-4 split. Unfortunately, we're kind of in a position where we have to throw up the Gholdengo EX, it feels like, which is not really what we want to be doing. We really want to try to kind of manage around the Drifloon, maybe take a knockout on the Gardevoir could be pretty big. Just might not be in the cards here. Ultra Ball going to be coming down. Going to grab ourselves another Gholdengo, evolve the Gimmighoul into Gholdengo. We're going to go Night Stretcher here, grab ourselves that Metal Energy to attach to the active Gholdengo. And then we're going to be able to flip the script, draw 3 cards here. Getting ourselves into 2 energy is going to be pretty helpful. We're going to conceal card, discarding that water energy to draw 2. And potentially eyeing up maybe a pretty cool play here. So we got to go Ciphermaniac Codebreaking here. And we're looking to potentially get Pokestop and maybe even something like Canceling Cologne if we can pull off the play with the Radiant Greninja here. So coin bonus going to draw 2 into the Pokestop, into the Canceling Cologne as well. What I could have done is I could have coin bonus on the benched Gholdengo and then Pokestopped into my Cologne. But neither way, it looks like we're going to get there here. Other Vessel pitching that water energy to grab 2 more energies here. And we're kind of in an awkward position because now we actually can't take a knockout with Radiant Greninja this turn. So we're going to have to hold it for next turn. But that's okay. Make it rain, discarding 1 energy to take a knockout on the Drifloon, putting us at a 3-4 split here. But we do have it set up next turn where if they don't take a knockout on Radiant Greninja or the Palkia VSTAR more so, we can pull off potentially a Moonlight Shuriken next turn. We just got to see what our opponent is going to do here. If they knock out the Palkia VSTAR, it is going to be really difficult to pull off that Moonlight Shuriken play, if almost impossible, actually. So we really need our opponent to not worry about the Palkia VSTAR. Iono coming down here, so no boss from our opponent. Maybe trying to find that counter catcher for them, but going to have some refinements still to go through. Going to have concealed cards as well. Going for that Psychic Embrace to the Kirlia here. Going to be able to just rack up some energies onto it here, putting 3 energies to the Kirlia to retreat out of the Kirlia into the Screamtail here. Going to be able to potentially take some knockouts, maybe on our Palkia VSTAR, potentially even on the Fezandipiti EX. It all kind of depends on really what they want. I think the move is definitely Palkia VSTAR here. But if you knock out the Fezandipiti, you stop my flip the script, which allows me to draw a bunch of cards, which is what Gholdengo is really good at. Drawing cards. Coin bonus, flip the script, concealed cards, all those things make Gholdengo really powerful to be able to churn through the deck really quickly and to find the pieces you need just by drawing cards constantly. So looking at a Roaring Scream attack here from our opponent. Going to be able to hit for 160 on our Iron Bundle, actually. Had they taken a knockout on the Radiant Greninja, I think that would have been a better play. But maybe they're worried about me gusting up something and kind of having it just stranded there. I could kind of see that being a problem as well. But we have a lot of options here. We have both coin bonuses. We got concealed cards and flip the script. We're going to start with flip the script here, getting ourselves into that boss's orders here. Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Just kind of want to see if I have anything in the deck so I can thin. And I don't, unfortunately, here. But nonetheless, we're going to be able to coin bonus here. Going to be able to draw 1 from the benched Gholdengo. Coin bonus from the active to draw 2. Ultra Ball and Canceling Cologne, which is exactly what we needed. We did not want to use the Ciphermaniac Codebreaking to be able to find that Canceling Cologne. We wanted to find it off of drawing cards if possible, which we still had access to Pokestop as well. So Boss's Orders coming down here. Night Stretcher as well. Gonna grab ourselves just any energy out of the discard pile to be able to attach to our Gholdengo EX. Retreat out of the Gholdengo into our Radiant Greninja here. Gonna be able to Star Portal to put 3 water energies, which is all we play in this deck list, is 3 water energies, onto the Radiant Greninja. Canceling Cologne to shut off that bench barrier ability. Gonna be able to Pokestop, get into Superior Energy Retrieval. Looking to play Pal Pad here. Pal Pad, gonna grab ourselves both Boss's Orders, put those back into the deck here. And we're gonna Moonlight Shuriken, and we're gonna knock out their Screamtail and that Kirlia as well. And the reason I picked those two, I could have picked the Kirlia that didn't have any energies onto it, but either way, it doesn't matter. We always take the knockout either on both Kirlias or the Screamtail and a Kirlia, and I felt like the one that had the energy on it just kind of made a little bit more sense. So it forces our opponent to Psychic Embrace and kind of commit more energies and things like that. But Iono coming from our opponent here, putting us to just 1 card in hand, unfortunately. They're going to Super Rod, put some stuff back into the deck here. Buddy-Buddy Poffin coming down. Going to grab that Drifloon again here. Going to also Refinement away that Monkey Dory, trying to just hunt down a way out. It looks like the only thing they can potentially do this turn is boss up or pull up a Gholdengo EX, take 2 prizes, and then we have to draw our way into an energy and a way to get energy back into the hand to take a knockout on the Drifloon or the Screamtail respectively. They could also do something where they attack with Gardevoir EX as well, and they Miracle Force themselves into the Palkia VSTAR if they can find Counter Catcher and take 2 prizes. But the nice part is we've kept our opponent on 3 prize cards and kind of kept them on odd prizes once they took a knockout on that Iron Bundle here. They're going to have that Bravery Charm here, so they can Embrace coming down as well. Just going to keep racking up some damage counters on that Screamtail. Roaring Scream for 200 on the Fezandipiti EX, unfortunately, so we really need to rely on Gholdengo EX's coin bonus here. We're going to retreat out of our Radiant Greninja into a Gholdengo EX here. Pokestop, roll the Pokestop, hitting 3 supports, which is actually kind of okay. Coin bonus going to get into Iridas, Superior Energy Retrieval, coin bonus for 1 more, and it looks like we should be fine here. Superior Energy Retrieval, going to discard 2 energies out of the discard pile here, and our opponent knows that we have the energies in the discard pile, so it's going to concede to us there. Being able to really showcase not only the flexibility of Gholdengo EX with that Radiant Greninja and the Palkia, but just pure power, being able to draw cards, Energy Search Pro, being able to search out all those energies at one time, being able to really hit those really high numbers against decks like Gardevoir EX if you have to take a knockout on a Gardevoir, Dragapult EX, Charizard EX are just the first ones that come up to my mind. So now let's jump right in to that outro. Alright, it's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys want to play the deck list that I played in today's video, I'll make sure to put it in the description below. Copy paste ready for TCG Live. And while you're down there, if you enjoy the content I've been making stuff on the channel, don't forget to leave a like, smash that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. And while you're down there, also follow me on Twitter, join the Mega Blitz Discord as well. And if you want to be like these 8 cool people here to become a member here on the channel, getting exclusive emotes, photo and status updates as well, and a couple other exclusive perks, and getting the awesome badges we have here, different versions of rare candy as you evolve and progress through that membership program, being able to get all different kinds of upgrades if it were. But that's gonna do it for now, so I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.